Okay. It's crazy how this thing works and sometimes doesn't want to work. All right, so we are stripping down this one, getting rid of all the mono, right?
The mono, the braid, everything, all the way down to nothing.
All right. And you know what line we're putting on there?
The 65.
65. I got white, black.
White.
You like white?
Yeah.
All right, got it. Okay, that makes it way easier. I need to get my other phone so I can see the comments going on the channel. Oh. Got so much work to do, it's not even funny though. I'll probably be here till probably midnight or 2 in the morning just making up time.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Definitely not missing nothing at Causeway. Hit or miss.
Looked like it was pretty lit up last night.
I mean, it was decent. I was out there last night. I mean, I got my birthday fish, so I was happy. I got 2 of them.
Oh, nice. When was your birthday?
Today.
Oh, well, happy birthday, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I caught 2. Easy caught 1. I lost 2 of them. Caught 2 of them. Guys right next to us for catching. A guy caught a 38-inch on like a 2000 series spinning reel.
Mm-hmm.
So he had like a 40-minute fight with that thing. I mean, there was fish being caught. It just wasn't like we were all expecting with the southeast wind and current the way it was going.
Yeah. And today, which way is the wind? I hadn't even looked. It was dead when I walked in this morning, and that tells you I haven't even walked outside for anything. So I haven't even taken a lunch yet either.
Yeah, southeast at 19 right now.
Wow. So it should be hot.
Yeah, today's gonna be good. I might squeeze my way in because I gotta go to work tonight at midnight. Gotta go all the way to Forestville.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we've got a 4-aught HLW here with a Tiburon kit on it. So we're gonna down spool it, get all the braid off, and we're gonna be re-spooling it with hollow core. I can feel all the knots or splices coming through. Ooh. No, what is that? Burns or?
Probably. That braid's old.
Okay, yeah. This is a bit of hurting. And then yeah, what
braid.
Oh, it looked like mono there for a second, like. Now that smoothed out my fingers right there.
Yeah, that braid's old.
Well, no, that's from the sidewall over here. I was holding my finger on the sidewall. It's got a lot of corrosion in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. The next thing's gonna be Tiburon spool.
Yeah.
That 4 reel's been the hell of a
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But I do not miss them. I do not miss them at all no more. Well, it's probably more of the mono that I don't miss fishing at all.
Yeah.
I did that one tournament where they had nothing but old school. Like you had to go old school. mono and this and that, and so I had some 4/0s, and they weren't the HLW series, but I'm glad they weren't because I would have gotten a lot further on cast, and I would have really. So when you go to set the hook, all that mono stretch, and I was like, I don't feel anything, I'm sitting there and cranking, and like you had to crank like 4 or 5 times on it. Pull back and crank before you felt the fish.
And then you're like, okay,
yeah, and then you're like, oh, okay, I got it now. It's like, yeah, no, but I was drained, like physically drained for fishing with the mono for like 3 hours. I was like, dude, I am so
even breaking weights, all that stuff. It's like, man, even all my other big reels, I used to on the Top Shot. Now it's just heavy braid.
Yep.
I ain't gonna deal with the stretch.
Yes, sir. And then and even too, a lot of the guys that are new to the channel don't understand all the crazy fishing that we've gone through and stuff like that. But you've been there, so you know.
Oh,
you know the craziness we've done. I am thinking take a little bit of Scotch-Brite to this to clean it up. How y'all doing? How can I help you?
Got some bait?
I got fish bites, blue crab, and shark baits.
What are the fish bites?
I got them behind the counter. I have to get them. Yeah, shrimp flavors, crab.
Oh, you got that big?
No. All right. The only line I have is blue crab. They're going for the big old drum.
All right, thank you.
Y'all have a good one. Here's my YouTube channel as well. Keep clicking on it. Live on second. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, Scotch right there, and some real wash. Let's see. Come on, spray. Probably got clogged up because I haven't. Okay. You say. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? We got John Darnell, Timothy, Smurfy, and a few more of y'all, but I can only see like 5 names right now. So, God, that's bad. But you said you're already going to get another spool too, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get a silver tip one.
Mm-hmm. So, just remember when you do that, the braid come and have us take it off so we can put it from here to that one. So.
Yeah.
No, well, okay. Yeah, that was bad on that side. I mean, look, the goonk, goonk.
Yeah, it's long overdue for this. Real long overdue.
All my reels are like, that's messed up. You're cleaning him and you're not cleaning me. Oh man, yeah, my reels desperately need some TLC for sure. All right, we are doing. You said 60 pound, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's 65, but it's actually thinner than the 60. Mm. All right, got that closed out. Yep. What's up, Skipjack Cindy? Man, I missed a few of your lives. I've seen them, but I've been. By the time I pick up my phone, I get not because my notifications ain't coming through. It's just by the time I pick up my phone and actually see that you're live, I miss them. So, yeah, definitely glad to see you're still on there, rock and rolling. Let's see, here we go. I used to love casting these reels. Those
They're great casting, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to beat casting an old Senator.
Mm. The only one that I would compare that casting that I enjoyed it as much were the Daiwa, the gray reels, the Daiwa Sea Lions.
Yes.
The 450s and 350s.
Mm-hmm. All right, buddy.
So what I started doing with the spam callers was like, yeah, oh, I'm interested. I said, where's y'all's address? And they're like, oh, it's here and here. Okay, so I can send an invoice for wasting my freaking time today. they hang up real quick. I started doing that, guys. Yep. And I should have did it right now, but I did. Really trying to get this done because I've got these it's two reels, right, that I'm doing for you?
It would be 3 because the squinter took ran just down spool it and respool it.
Okay. Okay.
But the squinter should be quick, only like maybe 309 or 300 yards, 30 pound brain.
That is for sure. You get to that anaconda knot, whatever you're hooked into is gonna be, yeah. Yep, yep.
I went down to the knot on that one twice.
What you have? What kind of line did you have on it though?
The line I was
Oh, okay.
on. I went down twice. I was
Okay.
like, oh. It was and me and Vince are fishing. The ball pumped real heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Counter was being like that. That big could not stop it. Could not do anything. Luckily, it popped up my mono splice, which only lost like 50 yards.
Oh wow. Definitely a hammy then.
Yeah, it just took off and did not stop. We were even contemplating about locking the reel completely up and hooking it to the HXW, the Atlantic,
Yeah.
do its thing. But by the time we got there, it was like,
Yeah, you still couldn't chance it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm. How much for an LX Raptor MC or non-MC, the G2 series or the Raptor Plus, or are you talking about the classic? Um, let's see, let's go and get this close up. Boom. Mm. Classic with MC.
they are.
$437.99. $437.99 for the classic Raptor MC. And I have a bunch of those colors in shop right now. But you're gonna have to wait a little bit so I can get these reels pulled out because unhooking the camera to get down there and show you all the colors. Yes, I want to say I have purple in stock. Yes. Yes, the gold 50 is still available. I appreciate that, Salty. Felt something. You can see it too. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go and cut that out just because you can see that it doesn't belong there. So, oh man, What kind of line is on it? I have no idea, guys. It came in as consignment, and he says it has braid and mono on it, but I told him that obviously the not knowing who's spooled it or anything like that, I can't tell you positively what's on there, guys. So that, or you know, how's it spooled or anything. What's up, John? How you doing? Edgar in the house. What's up, boss? Mm-mm. Chris Schultz, how you doing?
What's wrong with the 14?
Well, 14 up. Is that a 14 or a 12?
It's a 14. Has to be.
It was brought in. It's brought in on consignment.
Oh, no, it's a 12.
Yeah.
Never mind, it's a 12.
Yeah.
I've been getting an itch again to get a 14.
Yeah. By all means, brother, fish on. It just will not be me.
Just skeleton the gills with 130 and 200-pound topside on.
And you're doing hollow core braid all the way across, or are you still trying to add mono on that?
Braid all the way across.
Yes, sir. And it's crazy to think, you know, what, 15, 20 years ago, we were nothing but braid to mono or a solid braid, and then now it's all hollow core. So.
You know, I remember when I first started shark fishing, man, if you didn't have 200-pound mono top shot, you didn't know what you were doing. you weren't going for the big fish. Now it's like, yeah, you can go paddle that. Have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to trail the rope behind me.
And be honest, I only paddled out 200-pound mono top shot like twice. Everything else is, if I did 130, it's because I ran out of 100. I normally fished with 100-pound mono the whole time. So, but it was a lot cheaper and more line capacity is what it was.
I remember when we went to Florida. Oh, yeah, man, you need mono. Like, no, you need mono. Went out there with no mono. Got cut off.
Well, see, I've heard both. I've heard other guys that go to Florida and they're using 60-pound braid, 80-pound braid, and that's all they use. And they're posting up monsters, dude. But again, too, like everywhere else, it depends where you go in Florida. You know what I mean? It's not a 14-ounce, guys. It's a 12-ounce. They're asking, if they heard 14, they're like, how much? Kruger Automotive in the house. What's up, boss? I gotta double check it, but I want to say it's in the $200 mark. It is pulled up, but I would not trust that line that's on there. We've had it up here for probably about a year, so. There you go. And you said you were putting mono top shot, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. How much is that out there?
600 yards.
Yeah, kind of just put like 100-yard top shot on it. All of the day.
What pound test mono?
You got 50?
Right here.
Perfect. Works for me.
All right, here we go. Got that.
Yeah, I'm not brave enough to do all braid on a 4-wide yet. Even though I've been casting it for years, I'm not brave enough to.
Yeah. Let's, all right. So I'm going to do a hollow core splice, and then I'm going to do a worm knot on this side. Just so that way, if you ever hit this on casting, it will not backlash on you. Because if you go single strand like FG knot to the mono, it's strong as hell, but the speed,
Every time.
it comes up behind the guide, and that causes backlashes. So, and or a break off where you lose all your mono, and your reel sits there and blows up on you. So. Yeah. Clicker sounds clean too.
I think it's been 8 years since I've opened that wrist.
I don't mean clean as in clean. I mean like it sounds good.
It sounds,
Like
it sounds healthy.
It sounds healthy. Yes. There. I should have used my words better, but
I'm scared to open up that wrist.
I had a guy open up my 4-outs one time for me because I wouldn't clean them, but he was going to put those HT100 drag washers in them.
Oh, yeah.
Or no, not the HT100s, the smoothies.
Oh, yeah.
I did not like them. They would never lock. I couldn't get the lockdown power that I wanted, and I after one fishing trip, I took them off. I was like, take them out. They suck.
Yeah, I mean, it's smooth drag, but you can't get down and actually put a little bit of oomph in the fish.
10, 11. Yeah, he called me up and goes, "Hey, bro, what war did these live through?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Bro, look like something exploded in here." Yeah. Mm-mm. All right, so I think I need. You happen to have a lighter on you?
I do in my truck.
Right there on my counter where my chair is at, there's a lighter floating around right there. I think it's a blue one. If you can bring it to me. Thank you, boss. Okay. Right on. Let's see. What's up, Oscar? How you doing? Robert Edwards, Toby in the house, Timothy. What's up, everybody? How's y'all's day going? We are rocking and rolling over here. We got a crap ton of orders going on. I think we're sitting at 6 orders pending right now, guys. Supposed to have probably a 7th one come in tomorrow. So yeah. Well, that's 110 yards.
Perfect. Works with me.
You good there?
Yeah.
Okay. I know, yeah, we still use a little bit of spool to thumb the spool.
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
Sadly, you don't have no MC cab.
Yeah, well, you can monomag these, or do a.
That's what this one has. I found out. Took it apart to put the frame on it. That's 4 sets of magnets right there.
Okay, so that's not a real monomag. Monomag is where you actually adjust it.
Adjust it?
Yeah, that one's just got magnets in it to help it keep from blowing up on you and stuff like that too. So, yeah. All right, let me next reel. Ooh, we got a Makyra here. This one is a 30?
20?
20?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. I was like, where does it say it? Yeah. What is up with you? Real secret. Oh, okay. The nuts.
Oh, they're too wide?
Yep.
Or too narrow?
Mm-hmm. So I did see a Makira 80 the other day. The supposed to be the new model.
Oh, the shark fishing edition.
Yeah, the shark fishing edition, which I don't understand that because it's got limited line capacity on it, but also too the handle was huge on it, so I did like that. I like that a lot. But I don't understand why a narrower spool. And they're saying, oh, because it makes it easier to reel in and stuff like that.
I can see the handle helping. Because that's why Avets are king in what they do for land base, because they have a longer throw and a bigger handle, so you get some more torque in it.
Well, that was the thing too. Like I saw that longer handle on the Makira, and it was so long when I went to spool this, I had to hold it like you know how normally you can do like this.
Yeah.
I had to hold it, spin it sideways so it can actually clear the spooling machine here.
Oh, good.
So they came out with the shorter version. I was like, dude, you lose your torque, like to be able to crank down on it and stuff like that. So let's see if this will open up. Okay, we are good now.
And supposedly they fixed their drag ramp issue on the
Albert, Albert needs a real tool set so he can use the proper tools for the job. I mean, I got a hammer in here somewhere, guys. Like, wait, hold on. Let's see what we got down right there. Guess it was a spam caller. We've got most of them blocked, but again, too, it's crazy the amount of spam calls we get every freaking day. It sucks. I am looking for, I'm pretty sure. And I forgot to go get another wing nut, but it's working today, behaving right. All right, let's see. What do I think about the T-bar handles for the Makiras? I don't know. I cannot give a honest opinion on them until I actually fish with them and see how the ergonomics of how they actually work or don't work for you. So I will abstain from giving an opinion on it. It looks cool. I can see the angle on it where it helps to get that, but on that I can't really say whether I like them or I don't like them. I'm where you at now, Jaime? Yep, everything on a bike could be fixed with vice grips. Yes, sir. We used to lock the vice grips on the neck of the seat, so we always had our tools with us. How far down did you want me to take?
all the way.
All the way?
Never gonna reach one down. And when I bought the reel, that blade was on it.
Oh, so you want me to
And it doesn't look old, but
check the knot and everything?
if you probably have enough 65, I don't know what top that's ready. If we have enough 65, we'll probably pull it up.
Oh, we're stripping all of this off?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm getting hit by debris over here. You know what I'm saying? Coming off like,
No, I didn't do it. Jesus, someone did a horrible job schooling that thing.
Of course, it's got mono. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I've never been to the knot on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have sucked. Yep. Yep, man. I got hit a couple times. I was like, I'm thinking maybe I was imagining things, but yeah, no, it was debris flying off. I had my hand up like this as a shield to block my face.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's probably like Power Pro or something. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's coarse as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like Power Pro. So. All right, so you said we're doing 65 on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Same way, about to leave about 100 yards on there?
Yeah, I just do 100 yards of the 130. So just fill it up to where and then 100 yards.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna have to spool that on first. So that way you can tell me where to stop and then I'll de-spool it, flip it, and put the 65 underneath. That's the only way I can get you an exact 100 yards because if you go from braid to mono, it's a guess. You know what I mean? So.
Or you know what, we'll do the 65
Mm-hmm.
and then eyeball ballpark it, and then we'll do the 130 for a top shot.
Okay. Okay. He said eyeball. He turns on it like that.
It doesn't need to be precise.
Roger that.
I know some guys that are, I want 100 yards.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got that all the time. Think you're gonna take the last of my 65.
That's a good thing.
It is, but I still got those 4 other reels to fill.
Oh shit.
You wanted some 65 over there, so sure I got black. I've got.
You know what? Put black on that one. If that's gonna help you out, if this hollow core and everything, you can throw black on there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have the white top shot anyway. So.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna work for you either. There's only 200 yards on here, if that. I can start with that. That way, at least when you're getting mowed down,
you get mowed down.
You know. you know. So that will still help. Yeah.
Whatever can help you out.
Yeah, I appreciate that, boss. So, yeah.
Twice 10 different lines. I don't.
Yeah. We won't need that many, but I thought I had 65 in pink, but I guess I don't. Damn. Yep. Need to get braid ordered, but that was the other thing too. I was kind of holding off because sales were kind of slow. I mean, yes, I was selling a little bit of braid here and there, but I buy, a 2,500 yard spool at a time, and I'll get like 4 or 5 of them at a time, and that's expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the season's coming up. Everyone should be dusting off their shit here.
Battling the spiders trying to get to the gear. Mm-hmm. Yep. We are spooling a Makira 20 right here. We're going to be putting 65-pound tight line braid on this one, and we'll see. We will see. And kind of don't like this because that's what I was doing all last year. Like every week, I was ordering a little bit here, a little bit there, and just so I was building. So I had an arsenal here, and then it just went boom, boom, gone. Yeah. But also too, it's been hard to get inventory in. He had some super large orders that he was devoting everything to it and stuff like that, and then other stuff was happening too, sick family and stuff like that. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think a family member on his wife's side of the family died too. So it's like,
oh, I have one thing right.
Oh yeah, he's been bombarded over there. So. Mm-hmm. When it rains, it definitely pours.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, CJ? CJ in the house as well. Yeah, so I'm going live right now, guys. I'll be working on this, but I'll probably be live later on tonight as well. Probably be a late video of me working on leaders or whatever I need for the orders that I got going out. Come on. There it goes. And just to give you an idea, guys, like, this is how well the knot holds. And that's just me pulling on one side of the line. The other side of the line is loose, look, and it's still able to hold it. So that gives you an idea how well the anaconda knot will work on your system there. So you don't need the braid or the mono, you don't need the tape. Come on, scoot over. And even me, look, like right now, it's not even tight. I'm having to use weight to slide the knot over. So, yeah. All right, here we go.
Hey, we called that a spool breaker.
So, yeah. Yeah. So now we have the, we're still waiting. The family's supposed to come by later today and come make a payment. So, I've been getting notifications throughout the day, like, you know, hey, they saw him over here at this. Like, where's Waldo? Is on point right now. Like everybody. Oh, we saw him. Oh, he's over here at this store. So basically, when the cops say, "Hey, yeah, we're looking for him," I can pretty much look at my phone. Well, he was over here like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I do appreciate everybody keeping an eye out and showing some love for sure.
I saw that.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. There's gonna be no hiding for him when they finally do come looking for him. You know. So.
Yeah, I mean, you had the whole Corpus fishing community start sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
All the shark fishing guys, and then it blew up. I saw it, and I was like, whoa, this is like. I love that kind of thing.
Yep. It went 109,000 views from one day to the next. Yeah. It almost hit like 70 or 80,000 that day alone. And then the next day it was like 109,000. So.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'll tell you what, I've turned some fish when I've gotten to my knot or close to it, because at that point you give it everything, because that's when you have the most ability to your side to hold that fish or turn it. So, right there.
It's scary when you do that.
175 yards with 65 right there. So that's actually a pretty good intercord number for you. You know, you get mowed down, you can say, "Hey, hold on." Hey, hold on.
Ooh, I was actually going to tell you this, Albert. Have you ever seen an Avet smoke? Like an old senator?
No.
I've seen with my own eyes.
And see, and that's what's crazy too,
They're like
because
wild.
I have never cleaned my reels, and I've had some major hookups, but the only one that ever really 60.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
The only one that really ever tested the reel was the manta ray, and it burned off 1,000 yards of line like 6-7 times in that 3-hour period, you know, kind of deal, and it never smoked. It got hot, but I never seen it smoke.
Dude, this one, we were offshore, deep dropping. It was a SX. I free gapped a CUDA because we got taxed and it was right by the boat, and I was like, why not? Free gapped it.
Mm.
And then while we're doing that, the buddies on the rod like, dude, this fish won't stop. What? Dude, it's just going.
Mm.
We're like, oh shit. So we start backing down on him. And he's like, dude, I need a break. Like, I've been holding this rod the whole time y'all been dealing with that and longer. I'm like, all right, you know, give me the rod. And as soon as my hand hits the side plate, it just fucking burns me. I'm like, oh shit. And then I take off my glasses and I just see smoke. I'm like, dude, get the water hose from the boat. Dude, start spraying it down, dude. He hit it and it just steamed up.
Wow.
I'm like, oh. And we fought it for another 40 minutes after that,
Mm-hmm.
and bit through the leader. So we don't even know like if it was like a big amberjack or if it was something crazy.
You pissed off that mermaid, bro.
Probably. Wow.
Yeah.
That was the one time I've ever seen an Avet smoke like that, and I was like, wow. Now that reel doesn't even work.
Oh wow. So they sent it in to get fixed, or
I think he has in his collection of fucking reels.
oh, just mementos.
Yeah.
Mementos. Yeah. That blue to the black looks sick.
Damn, you shouldn't done red light flip. You're gonna light up the.
Yeah. Well, if I had red, I would have did it. Yeah.
I just thought about that.
They're keeping track of all your potty mouth words. It's like $40 in the hole right now. Yeah.
That blue does look
Hmm. And are you going to be casting this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna be casting.
Okay, so.
But it's also gonna be a yak out.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like.
Well, this one's a bigger spool too, so it's not like the smaller reels like the SX, MXL, LX. We have to have a gap between the line and the housing because when the light comes off of there, it'll hit the sidewall and cause a backlash.
Yeah.
But with the HXWs, like I can have them almost maxed out and I don't have to worry about it. Like
Really?
yeah, but also too, I'm not thumbing the spool.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you want me to go ahead and go more, and then you top it with the 130, or
Yeah, we'll go more. We'll go up to this mark right here
Mhm.
on the top of that mark, and then we'll throw the 130 on it.
Roger that. Probably be about 600 to 650 total. There's 600 right there, and we still got about an eighth of an inch. 650. Okay. That's 700, but you can see a little bit of that deal right there. Are you good?
Perfect. And then fill it to the gills with the 130.
Okay. All right. So,
Use that one.
right there. After that, let's see. And the 130. Okay, you already gave it to me. Let's see, we're doing the 130 in the diamond. I think I might have to drill a hole. Oh, no, found one. Okay. There we go. This one got broke off, or you melted at the end?
Melts at the end.
Oh, okay. So I've seen where enough pressure and it when it breaks off, it kind of melts toward the end because it was so hot where it broke at.
Really?
Yeah. See that with all kinds of braids, and then other ones just shear away where you can see they kind of broke one strand at a time, kind of deal. So. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, It sucks that I got somebody on camera stealing from us, but it's good that the community now knows, you know, to.
Oh, and not just that. I mean, the community has your back.
Yeah, that was a huge one right there. Yes, sir. Yeah, they got shared and shared. I think it was over 500 shares by the next morning. Like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And yes, sir. So again, guys, everybody in the community that helped me share that to help me catch this guy. And granted, it's gonna be a while before I'm made whole again, but at least now. And even then, I got calls from like 2 other shops saying if I had, and this was before I figured out his name and stuff like that. Um, they were telling me that they believe he was the exact same guy. They were actually pulling up their recorded footage and verifying that they truly believe he was the same guy that stole out of their stores tools and stuff like that. So,
Really?
yeah. So even though in my shop he may not have hit what is it, the class A felony for theft.
Yeah.
It was a class B, but when you have multiple places doing that,
It'll rack up.
yeah, they'll rack up and compound it, and so he'll be up to a class A felony on theft. So, yeah. Oop.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep. And what's more is like when my blood finally calmed down, you know, from the adrenaline going through. I remembered him from Causeway Pier. Like he came by a few times. He'd be fishing off to the right side, you know, with spinning gear, and we'd be tearing up the drums, and you know.
Really?
Yep. Oh, they've seen him on Causeway, Clams, and even Goose Island State Park. Hate this thing. It loosens up by itself, and you have to stop everything to fix it. At 900 even, you got a little bit of gap. You want to check this out before I go any further?
900 even?
Mm-hmm.
Throw 50 more yards on it.
Can you see the gappage? If you need to, come up here. That way you can. You can easily do 50. I just.
Yeah, just throw make it 950.
Uh-huh.
And that'd be perfect.
Okay.
That'd be perfect for taking it off short drops and casting.
Mm-hmm. All right, 950 right there, boss. I love this line cutter on here, man. That line just barely sniffs the braid, and the braid just falls apart. Yeah. Mm.
And an oldie but a goodie for the last.
There you go. The one thing I do love about those reels is how they fly.
I was hitting red dot on accident last time.
No, you weren't.
I'm being honest with
No, the accident part. It wasn't on accident, bro. Don't give me that.
I definitely wasn't trying. Everyone's like, man, you're doing good, nigga. Whoa.
No, but the way you were gonna go to defend yourself, and I hit you with the accident part. You're like, oh. Oh yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Yep. So also too, I'm in that 361 Bad Habits Big Drum tournament, And my goal was to go fishing tonight, tomorrow, you know, the last couple of nights, go fishing because they're up to what, a 45 and something inch or something like
That's
that?
what Easy was telling me last night. It was a 40, 45 and a half.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But he said it was somewhere in Rockford.
Fin and feather.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Oh, the other reel's right there.
That one. What's the
Yeah,
smallest
the braid's slipping on there. You can tell already.
Yeah.
Yep.
I put it on there loose. I didn't have
So what, am I stripping this out and leaving it off, or am I stripping it down to re-spool it with that and then?
What colors do you have? Like, you have 30?
I do have 30.
Or would you recommend like 40? What's like the difference?
I wouldn't recommend 30 for casting. For backing, yes, you can fight a big old fish with it and stuff like that. And this reel is perfectly in tune for that. But when you go with 30 on a big reel like this, even for that, you're gonna pack on some line capacity, and it's gonna take your cost up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's you got 40 in white?
I got 40 in white, but it's a solid. Yeah. I don't have any.
Let's go ahead and do that one then. That one doesn't need no fancy hollow core or anything like that.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
There we go. So
Then we'll do it half spool and then like 40-pound mono on top. Call it a day.
I don't know if I have 40.
Well, if not, it's because I know I have 40 at the house.
Oh, okay.
I'll be able to do it there.
Actually, I think that's my 40 right there. 50 trailing.
That's no big deal.
One. Yeah, I got 40.
Oh, you do?
Suffolk Superior. Superior. Awesome. So that would be Jacob would definitely know all the questions for coffee, that's for sure. I know there's a few guys on here that drink coffee quite a bit. I still drink coffee with no sugar. I add honey, but I cool it off. I don't like burning my tongue and not being able to taste any flavor. So I don't know, those other guys that got them real guard mouths that they can drink hot coffee and just, oh, that was good. I'm like, shoot, bro. I would have melted my gums out.
When I was in Alaska, hot coffee was the bomb. But you're also freezing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a different story, yeah. Yeah. But even then, too, you can only take it hot enough. And
yeah, before you start messing things up in your mouth.
And it sucks when you have a burnt tongue, man.
How much are your Red Bulls out?
$3.99.
I'll grab one.
Roger that.
Yeah, I pulled that on really quick because I wanted to go YouTube. You know the new real jiggers? Buy a reel and you're like, I just want to go fish with it. Yeah. Oh, what?
I pulled on the knot thinking it would come right off, and instead the pin came off.
Very good. I mean, technically, it doesn't even need it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But.
Good thing I didn't go, catch like a oversized red on that one.
Yeah. Oh, that would have sucked so bad, bro. Oh, fighting it all hard, boat over. Oh, dude, I got this. Dude. I got it in there. And it probably would have broke your guides on the way out.
It would have ruined my whole rod.
Oh, my gosh. So you're welcome for messing up your rig.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, that would have sucked. That would have sucked so bad.
I was just stacked up and on home.
I honestly thought that they were screwed in, but that's a push in.
Yeah, I thought they were screwed in too. They're just,
Well, I guess on that model it was,
Odd.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. No, Jacob's, he's got his son who's been dealing with that surgery, post surgery, and stuff like that. So that's been a real um, task or tasking. Definitely, having to take care of that is priority for sure. So I didn't send him a link this time. I was gonna wait till he was in the convo to send that and stuff like that. So, but I haven't seen him yet. Um, no, we're doing the 40. Well, beautiful thing about this, then I could tie the bimini and go to the, worm knot that way and still get it good for you.
Oh yeah. And then I was talking to some buddies about knots and stuff. A lot of people do not like the bimini. I do not know why.
Well, you got to ask them. I don't know why they don't like it.
Yeah, I just don't like. I tried to explain it to them. They're like, "No, dude, that like the FG knot." I'm like,
okay, so I'll explain why I have learned why the FG knot does not work in all scenarios. One is when you're high speed casting and that knot comes off of there and you go straight from braid to monofilament, what ends up coming is that the rod or the line comes off the rail and it creates an arc.
mm-hmm.
Well, it hits that first guide and feeds in. However, mono creates one arc, braid comes off, it's got no back, so it flips over like this. And when that mono comes through, the braid catches right there and it causes a break off. So what I learned, because I was doing the FG knot on a lot of lines and they kept breaking right there. It's like, what the hell? It's like, you know what? I got an idea. So I did a bimini, tied it right there. We cast out, took off. And I was like, oh, okay. So in certain areas, yes, you can work the FG knot, but if you are casting with it, I would highly recommend not using an FG knot and doubling up your braid with a bimini. Or if it's hollow core, then you can do the hollow core splice and go that route. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I stand by my biminis. I mean, I've had them slip. Never had them come apart.
Mm. I remember Vince Sr. had a bimini on his mono side, and the mono slipped on one side because one of them was drooping down when he was fighting his big tiger. Were you there for that one?
No, I heard about it.
Yeah, we thought the line popped, and we're like, "Still got one. Keep the fight. No, keep going, keep going." Well, when we brought it in, we stripped it down because we were looking for that, and both lines had recovered, but one was
slipped.
Yeah, one had slipped. Yeah, and that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for fall to come back.
Shoot, you and me both, bro. I'm still waiting on the info on it because they're supposed to send me the info on what it's going to look like, the measurements and all of that, and still waiting, Alex.
A lot of people are like, "Nah, man." I'm like, "Dude, it was so convenient. Like, if you just wanted to go get the line tight for 30 minutes, an hour, or you wanted to hang out for the weekend, it's so easy just to go there and hang out with everybody. And then, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go shower tonight. You go to your house, shower, and come back.
Yeah.
You can't do that now.
No, you can't. Yeah, it was rare that I would go over there for. If it was nothing less than an 8 to 10 hour trip, I wouldn't even go. I didn't go. It was too much. It took you 2 to 3 hours to get all rigged up. And then by the time you got rigged up, and then
all the babies in there. By the time you sit down, you're 6 hours in, and you're like, okay, cool. There was times where me and Vince would go out there, and we would just sit there for like 3 hours just talking with everybody. It's like, oh yeah, I came out here for this, but I lost weight, guys.
Right, yeah. You ain't even took nothing off your card or anything. Yep. Crash, the the way we sell the yard is depending on the weight class, but the 40-pound is 16 cents a yard. Then we got 50, we got 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 80, 100, 130, 150, and 200-pound braids. And then, yeah, obviously hollow core to solid, but the solid isn't much cheaper than the hollow core nowadays. It's pretty much all the same price. Now, occasionally you can find where some solid is a little cheaper than the hollow core, but when you're buying in bulk like that, for us, most of the time it's the same cost. So, but I do not sell a whole lot of solid braid, to be honest, guys. This one was an accidental order spool, and so we had it in here. We actually started selling some of it, but again, that same spool I've already had for over a year. It gives you an idea of how often we actually do sell solid braid. I'll stop at 300. That way you can have a nice round number and see what it looks like there. You were at 230 at that point, so. That's 300. You can definitely go 4 to that lip right there. You see that?
Yeah.
And still get your mono on there.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to. I only want like a short mono on that one.
Oh, so more higher?
We'll go to 4 to that mark,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll just like 50 yards of mono, and then call it a day.
That's it?
Yeah, that'll work with me.
You know you're going to be casting out that knot every time you do if you only go 50 yards. Do the 100 yards, that way
Yeah,
you get a few more breakoffs on the mono, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
That's 400 right there.
How hard would it be to splice into the 130? Just uni, or not a uni, but a bimini with the snout?
No, when braid to braid, I would do uni to uni. Yeah. That wouldn't be hard at all. And it'd be still a small knot because it's really small, yeah.
Let's go ahead and do it. I'll put the 130 on top.
Okay.
I'm going to be the first man to be known to have 130 on a splitter.
I don't think so.
What?
The alligator gar guys have come in here and wanted 100, 130, 150 on their reels like that, and they go for gar. But only because they say where they gar fish, they cannot let the gar run. As soon as it picks up, they have to stop and lock it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't think you are, bro. Yeah. Sorry to bust your bubble on that one. Yes, sir. This is an old pin squidder right here. And you're using the 130 for the casting and abrasion resistance. And obviously the reel cannot hold that, but it's good to have that abrasion resistance there. So that way he doesn't have a lot of breakoffs and stuff like that. So. Oh yeah, 80 pound on a squidder. Yeah, that's pretty much like an MXL. So. But I like to put the backing on the reels with 50 pound or 60 pound or even 65 pound. So that way, if I do hook a monster that's going to, take off 200 yards of line, I've got 400, playa. Try it. Try it.
Yeah, I'm going to be that guy to take that squidder snapper fishing. You ain't got enough line, I got plenty on.
Plenty. I was on Causeway one time, and I had my LXs out there, and we had some big fish that were coming through. I had to use the restroom though. They're like, "Oh, what am I doing? I can't hollow core splice it because it's solid on that side, so I got to go uni to uni." Okay, my bad. But yeah, I was going to the restroom. And the guys were like, "So what do we do when your rod takes off?" I said, "Let it run." And they're like, "Do you have enough?" I said, "I got 700 yards of line on that thing. There ain't a single fish in this bay that." I said, "There might be one. If he's up to the task, I'll take it, but that'll give me enough time to go to the restroom, come back, and if he's still running away, he ain't gonna mess up the lines anyway."
Yeah.
So you know, everybody kind of like looked at me crazy, like. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's. I always forget that one guy's name out there that fishes with the HXWs.
Gary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was. We were sitting there and he hooked up. I was like, dude, straight to strike, just straight to strike and set the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Just came straight in. I was like, oh, that's not a little overkill.
All right. How you doing, boss? How can I help you? Shrimp? I don't have any shrimp right now, boss. I've got blue crab, fish bites, and shark bait. Where are you gonna go fishing at? Where are you gonna go fishing? Like the Lexington, Cole Park. Oh, okay, like in the Humble Channel and stuff like that. I got blue crab, a lot of big. Are you going for like keeper fish, or are you just going out there to have fun? Yeah, I don't have any shrimp right now, boss. Bait Bucket in Flower Bluff or the Causeway Pier? It's called the Bait Bucket or Causeway Pier. Yes, sir. You have a good one, boss. This is the one thing I don't understand about the diamond. It's already white braid, but they still coat it white.
Oh,
One of those USAID deals, huh? Oh my gosh. That's 500.
perfect.
Beautiful. We put some of that 130 to use right there. Yeah.
It was actually pretty cheap too. I think it was like I only paid $40 for it.
Yeah, that was like 40 bucks. When the COVID was going on, that was the only braid I could get my hands on because all the other companies just up and disappeared. Yeah, it was hard to get product. And I was dealing with Jerry Brown, but at that point I was also starting to have a lot of problems with them, so that's why I had to cut them out and stuff. So, but now I got Cortland and Tightline, and yeah.
Man, Jerry Brown made some good braid back in the day.
They did back in the day, yes sir. And I'm also pretty pissed too because that red, white, and blue line. When I pitched it to him, he actually said I would get 5% of all sales just as a thank you. And I was like, dude, that's. He goes, yeah, you have no idea what kind of deal I'm hooking you up with. I said, well, look, I don't want your money. Just put it in an account for me, and when I need braid, you send me braid. He's a deal. So I was gonna have braid where I could sell to my customers and work, be real competitive with the pricing or be a lot cheaper than everybody else. And then about 2 or 3 months went by after the sales were going through. I saw other shops were selling it, and I was like, so how much profit do I have in the account? He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like,
oh, he pulled that number.
well, okay, so I'm gonna be brutally fair too. he was also going through when you start forgetting memory and stuff like that.
Oh, Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's, yes. Yeah, so I was like, damn it. Yep, it happens. I don't know why I'm even bringing you over here. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put y'all back up there because I got a few more reels that I got to work on and down spool because I'm going to show y'all what I got next. Come on, turn around. Got that 80 right there, that Daiwa right there, the slammer right there, and another 80. So, yep, that's a lot of what I got going on next. And I want to do it now because they're planning to go fishing on Friday. And if I get that sorted, then I'll be good to go. Notes here. Put on there. Do you use 130 on your cruise up or? I was like, give me the spool. I can give it to somebody that can get it for a top shot or whatever. Yeah, we hold it down for donations. Yeah, because I won't need it for a while. I mean, making sure I'm not. One red bull or two? And then one earlier one game one to the right. Red 28. Actually, I think it's long. 328? 328. Probably 80. Yeah, I learned how to use my debit card. Down because it's just like. No control. Try to get it on. Appreciate it. Good seeing you, boss. Yes, sir. Good luck out there. All righty. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the hard reels first, guys. I'm gonna down spool and get that set up before I actually do something like that. Yeah, William, I will try and get that on that here as soon as I get done with all these reels. I'm gonna spool kind of until the camera dies on me, and then I will go from there. Empty spool. There we go. Empty spool right there. So not completely, but it's close enough. But ooh, who starts vacation tomorrow? Where are we going? Let's go fishing. Oh my gosh, I was so excited that thinking that I was gonna be able to go fishing, and now I've got to kind of make up some time because we're a guy short. And then my other worker, he has another job too. Um, I haven't gotten with him to find out if he's going to be available to work to help us, but yeah, it's all right. We can definitely make it happen if we can put forth the effort. I'm looking at how you introduce diseases. Are y'all talking about the using shrimp that is from like HEB, or that is farm raised shrimp from other countries in our local waters here. Are y'all talking about that? I just kind of looked down there for a second. Ooh, the phone is hot. It is hot. Yes, that was a big thing. I mean, I know for years that we used the store bought or HEB brand shrimp in there, and it comes out that it was illegal to use in our waters and has been for a long time, but nobody really followed the rules on that because um, it was such great shrimp. I mean, when you bought them, all of them were exactly the same size, and we caught a ton of fish with it. But um, the new game wardens came through and actually started focusing in on that. And at first, it was a pain in the butt because everybody loved that style of shrimp. But you're right. Yeah, you're exactly right. The bacteria that grows on freshwater shrimp, if it transferred over here to the saltwater environment, it would have decimated every shrimp. It would have killed our shrimp population here, and we would have been a world of hurt. So, the customer wants me to down spool this all the way, check the knot, and check all the way up through the braid there. I'm gonna have to do that with both reels, and then the other two reels, I'll be spooling them from scratch and go from there. So yeah. Yeah, you and me too, Alton. I use a lot of HB shrimp, and now you got to be careful because game wardens are in tune with that, and they will go out there and they can easily tell which ones are Gulf shrimp and which ones are not. I actually was shown that, and it's off the color of the tail on the shrimp. So yeah, definitely be careful because that is a fine right there. You know, they I ain't gonna say they'll ticket you the first time, but they definitely ain't playing since it's already been in effect for several years. I know they gave a little bit of a window for people not to do it, but they're really strict on that because they don't want obviously our shrimp population to get destroyed. You know. So, so right there, I can tell that he's never been down here this far, and you can tell it hasn't slipped. And this will give you an idea how long ago. This is Jerry Brown in the red, white, and blue line that I was just talking about. It was because of me that they actually came up with this line, and I was supposed to get 5% of sales. And like I said, I was only supposed to do. Well, you know what? I'm going to down spool it either way because you can see how it's higher up on this end and low on that end. Yeah, let me go and fix that. I don't like that. But yeah, that was the braid that um, Jerry Brown came out with, and because of me, because of me. 10-yard increments too. So yeah, this is all 130 too. So. Oh yeah, and even then too, that was also the same time that they were cracking down on the size of crab that you can use or couldn't use too. That was another big issue too. They were saying because they weren't able to get any of the certain size of the crabs in there. They said that if they would have continued on like that, it would have meant that we would have lost all our crab in the bait. So because they're selling it to eat, not as bait for fishing. there's a grocery store. That's why they can sell it. Not supposed to be used as bait. It's supposed to be eaten. That's why they can sell it. I asked that same question years ago. So that's why I have that answer. Yep, human consumption. That's for sure. Okay. I guess I can stop there because now it's all pretty level. Yep. It was either me or Jeff that spooled this reel. Definitely. Still ain't slipping, and he's used this for years now. But he offshore fishes, so you tend to not lose as much line as if you would be on the shore fishing too. So. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Mm-hmm. Ah, here we go. Lot of line. So I'm going to reset the line counter right there, even though it's not all the way, just to get an idea of how much line is on here. And turn this around. And where is my... So I found that the hair ties actually work really well for this. So I'm switching from rubber bands to hair ties. Yeah, that's always a good thing too. When you buy some fresh live shrimp like that, or live shrimp, not fresh, but it turns to fresh dead bait. It's pretty awesome too. Yep, yep. I used to use that white box for sure. That I'll have to get me some of those, Dodie, for sure. The boot bands for sure. Those lasted forever. Yeah, you just got to make sure that it's not farm raised shrimp, so you don't get in trouble here locally. So. Oh, and my brother from when I went to boot camp, I became real good friends with another Marine in there, or another recruit at the time. We ended up going through A school, C school, and then we were even stationed and roommates half the time that we were in the Corps, together. Um, so he actually sent me a bunch of pictures yesterday from when I was in the Marine Corps and stuff like that from um, one of our deployments, and even when we had classes together and stuff. So I should have some pretty interesting pictures. I lost a lot of my pictures from when I was in the Marine Corps because of all the times that I moved and stuff like that. So, but yeah, no, that came up because they're gonna tear down my mom's house because between her brothers and sisters, none of them wanted to give up the house. They wanted her to pay them rent, but they weren't even paying the taxes on it. And so she was paying the taxes on it because they were going to repossess the house. And so then they were trying to evict her because she was paying the taxes, so that way they wouldn't lose the house. And it got to that point, it got real ugly. And so me and my brothers were like, dude, we're not going to help fix up the house if my mom's not going to stay with it. If they would have said, hey, man, here's the deed, here's the house, y'all figure it out, we would have made it work. But yeah, we went the other day and the city's already put down paperwork to have it demolished. And so we were out there pulling our family photos and stuff like that. And yeah, it's not owned by us. So again, too, I'm not willing to help out the aunts or uncles, with trying to keep it if, they weren't going to let my mom have it. So, and now, my mom's in a nursing home because, she needs care. She don't want to admit it, but, it's kind of hard when, you're not eating well, you're not, uh, able to be over there every day, with the amount of hours I work, my brothers work. All of us own our own small businesses too, so it makes it real difficult to stop and go and check on her every day. And we were also dealing with our own grandmother who was sick at the time and stuff. And all of us except my older brother have all newborns at the time too. So yeah, it's tough. It really is. But yeah, no. So I found a picture of from the when we buried my little brother from the day of the funeral, and so I sent it to him, and then he started sending me all those other pictures. I was like, man, I missed all those pictures. So he's gonna do me a favor and make some copies and mail them all out to me. So I should have some Marine Corps pictures. See how skinny and healthy I was back then. It's 10 yards per color on here for this color of braid. It's every 10 yards. Yeah, it sucks, but at least now I know that she's pretty safe. That there's if she were to fall or slip or whatever, there's people there that can get her up, because that was one of the other things we heard. She fell, and they didn't find her for like 2 days. That she was on the floor, so that really put a hurting on our feelings and everything else. So we had to get everything set so she can be taken care of, right? And it's cool now. She's got friends in there, and they play poker or they play cards and do movie night and stuff like that. So she actually has other people that she can associate with. This was Jerry Brown. I don't know if they still make the line, to be honest, guys. This line was made quite some time ago. Um, and it was before I started my YouTube channel. It was probably 8, 10 years ago, something like that. And I said I was supposed to be cut in on the deal, and I got totally cut out. So that's good, Dodie. Yeah, actually, I got some paperwork from the VA saying that it was too early for me to file, a upper level review when they already had said that the level review was denied. And I was like, dude, what are they doing over there? So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have to talk to my DAV guy and see what the deal is and what's going on with that here pretty soon. So. Oh yeah, getting it done. And you can see the higher up I go, the thinner and thinner that those lines of colors will get. Not the same kind of braid. No, they make a red, white, and blue with tight line, but it is woven this way. So when you like this one, you can pull away from it and still see that it's red, white, and blue. But the tight line braid, it will not do that. It'll look like it turns purple, and you can only see the red, white, and blue when you're right up on the line itself. Um, But again, too, and to be honest, I have not looked at any other braid companies to see if they do anything like this, but I think maybe I could get with Portland and see if they can produce it this way too. So Caesar, I love using the 130 pound on my 80s. Not too light, not too thick, perfect. Especially for line capacity wise when we're using hollow core braid. That's another splice. Yeah, no, I feel you there too, man. I should have filed years ago. I'd already be at the 100% and probably would have been in a lot better condition with everything else, but better late than never, boss, for sure. That didn't feel good. Oh, just twisting the line from a splice. Okay. There you go. Oh, that was the other line. All right, now I got to go check his notes to make sure what line he wanted on here. Let me double check that. 130. He wants 130 in pink on top. Very nice. So we got the Portland and the 130 and the pink. That what will be the top shot on it. And we're at, and just to give you an idea, guys, I didn't even go all the way down to the harbor, but right there, 2,199 yards of line is on that reel right there, and I didn't even go all the way down to the harbor. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Cortland will offer the same kind of deal that Jerry Brown had offered. You know what I mean? So that would be pretty cool, though. You know. Oh yeah, you'll love the 130. The 130 will hold up to the 80 and that rod, no worries, boss. You should be good to go. It takes a lot to break 130. And actually, I use 130 on my T Rex 80 and my T Rex 130 by Avet. Definitely want to get with Jacob to see. I think he already posted the my 130 T Rex to go back to Abbott so I can get it fixed so I can file that insurance claim because it got wrecked. Um, by the shipping company. So, but they want the cost of what it's going to be and how much was the rod reel originally, and so I've got to do all the research and pull out all that paperwork and stuff like that. But I can't file it until I can tell them exactly how much it costs to fix everything before they'll give me a refund, which is crazy. Like, but we'll see. Oh, it's looking so pretty. $2,469 yards right there. Wee. But I need to get with him because I don't know if he wants it completely filled or if that's okay. He did tell me to put it on. Let me get a call and make sure. All right, not answering. All right, so what I'll do is I'll go and wait on that. And write it down here in the notes, and because I can splice in and add it, you know, when he calls me back on it. Where's my pen? There you go. All right. So that takes care of one. All right, Edgar, you have a good day, brother. Sorry, I'm kind of focused in on this over here. But, I hate to do this to y'all guys, but I'm gonna have to end the video because I gotta go use the restroom. I think whatever I ate did not agree with me, and it don't feel good. It's probably TMI, but I gotta go. I gotta go, guys. Sorry. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later.